Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Roman Heritage. Let's talk about our latest game in the Europa League versus Plzeň, which we lost 2-1 at our home. Uh, I don't want to use a word as disappointment or something like that, but I th- it was a big game. We kind of had time to prepare for it because it was on Thursday. And it was a crucial game for us to win in the Europa League. Those 3 points were very important, and it was our fourth time we lost this game this season, and all those losses were at home. 3 consecutive home losses, which is crazy when you think about it. This was such a strange game to see because in the first half it was a very bad half. In the second half it was a better half. But what was so strange to see and weird because uh, as Dybala said after the game, they came to the game arrogant, and they belittled the opposition. They didn't think highly of them, and they thought they're gonna cruise through the game. And that kind of and the Pleasant players' performance, the paid kind of shocked them basically. And in the second half, they kind of fought more. But this game is bad when a defensive player, taken out on the 28th minute, and you're signing. It was a very it was a bad game. But let's talk about the players now. From a scale to 1 to 10, 6 being the average. Let's rate the players. Svilar. Svilar did okay considering the thing. Like, maybe you can say that in the second goal he could do better, but it's one of those shots that it's so precise and so powerful that you should that the players needed to mark him. It's not like if Svilar would save this, it's gonna be a worthy. The save gonna be one of the best. It, maybe in the first goal also, but again, it would have been a very good save from him. It was so. The problem is not in Svilar, but in the players who marked and defended the players who did the goals, scored the goals. So I would give him a 6, an average. Zilkowski had a really bad game. He played at the right center back, right? Defensively, he got beaten a lot. His first goal, I don't want to say because of him, but mainly because of his lack of defense, right? Lack of defense. He was taken out in the 28th minute, which is crazy. And for a young player like that, it can be really frustrated, and also it can damage their performance in the future because it kind of hurt their security, let's say. But I think he's gonna feel fine. It can really damage their what they think highly of them, and it basically can make them less secure, which is bad. Because he can get a lot of pressure about his game, but also I think he's a new signing. You cannot really judge him. I actually wanted him to start. I didn't know he's gonna do like that. He's gonna play like that, but okay. Maybe it was the arrogancy, as was said at the beginning. Mancini was okay, 6. Hermoso, 5. Uh, Before that, so Zukowski for me was a 4.5. Hermoso a 5. Also, he had kinda a really bad start, and when we basically needed basically the two goals were, he gave the position a lot of times. He was not when the he was nowhere to be seen when we conceded two goals. I think it also wasn't a great game of this. Now let's talk about Shelik. Shelik was kind of fine, I think. Also a 6. Didn't contribute a lot defensively, more in the later stages, right? But when we conceded those two goals, our whole defense was just nowhere to be seen. It was when you cannot put Hermoso and Zilkowski together in the defense, or Hermoso and Shelik. You cannot do that. It, it the lack of defense, it was crazy. Of course, like look at the two. It's not of course, but we conceded two goals not because they played crazy, but because no one marked him. Everyone was arrogant and no one really defends well. Kone also had an okay game, I think 6.5. Elainori also 6.5, I think, but the midfield could do better because attacking wise we couldn't do anything throughout the whole game except one penalty. When you think about it, yes, the attackers should do something, but also the midfielders should orchestrate something and maybe more, and they should be more, organized and dictate more the game, which we couldn't really do well at all. So, all in all, also I think a 6. He had an okay game. I think he kind of held through. Okay, Elnair didn't stand a lot because then Gasperini went to a full attacking squad. It was progressively the squad being more attacking throughout the game. But when we considered those two goals, they were the two midfielders, and it wasn't great. Wesley done okay. I think 6.5 for him. He kind of also played out of position. He's a right wing back, not left wing back. And when you put him aside, I also heard the commentator said it hurts the two position, the right wing position because he's not playing there, and the left wing position. But he played them and is playing them less as he could play good enough. But Shelik is a good on the left wing, I would say, but I really think he should be a third center back. Then we had it was okay. Wesley 6.5 did okay. Always came to attack. Then we had Dybala and Sule. Sule did, I think he also had a 6, not a great game. I did like to see that he wasn't selfish. He didn't want to shoot. He always tried to pass and do the right thing. But it wasn't good this game. The striker also nowhere to be seen. No Ferguson, no Dovik. The both 5.5. Dybala was great this game. He was. I saw in one of those rating sites. He got an 8.8 at man of the match. He was the best player, hands down. Right? He dictated the game as best as he could. He didn't do. He dictated the game. He didn't help a lot because you need others to help. But he came to midfield. He came to the side. He passed. He did a lot. Then he came to a crazy penalty. It was a very good penalty of his, great technique. scored easily. His 200th career goal, which is very crazy and good. But and overall, I think you could give him a 7.5, an 8, maybe an 8. But then El Shaarawy came, the attack more lively, but again, we couldn't create any open goal, open field goal, open play goal. 6.5 for him. Pisili came, and he was a good one. Pisili, actually, as a midfielder, came and actually, I think, stepped up more and dictated more of the game, passed more, was everywhere, defended, actually came to the attack, passed the ball, and it's good. It's good we saw this side of him. 6.5 also. And that's basically it, I think. This game was a bad game. Gasperini went and said that we were arrogant. We fight a lot, and you're right. We fight at the second half, when we started in the first half, we kinda, after the one goal in the first goal, in the second goal, we kinda fought. But at first, we were very arrogant, as Dybala said. We were unorganized. The attack also. Gasperini said, not also you need organization in the defense, but also in the attack. And I agree with him. It wasn't a good game, for sure. But let's see against Sassuolo what's happened. We didn't play. Indica was, yes, the game was 6.5 for him also, but I thought not a good game. Thank you for tuning in, and bye bye.